Hello everyone. Today I would like to read out the second chapter titled Message on the Wind from my manuscript Beyond Borders Where Peace Lived. The next night, a gentle breeze blew, whispering softly between the fences as if it could not be contained by man made borders. No one could claim the direction of the wind. Like a playful child, it belonged to everyone. It carried message from one land to another, speaking of well being of distant families. That night, A and B met again, siblings once united, now separated by political lines. But through the wind, they felt closer than ever. They were excited to reconnect with friends and family now scattered across different countries. Together, they asked the wind to carry their message, a heartfelt invitation to a family reunion. The wind, always willing to bring people together, agreed with joy. It swirled across the lands of C, D, E, F, and G, carrying the invitation. Over time, each country had been divided into smaller states, given new names and identities. Every region spoke a different language and followed its own culture. On the surface, they looked different, but beneath it all, the color of the mud remained the same. Some lands were buried under snow, towering above sea level. Others were low and sunken, filled with rivers and oceans. But the wind didn't discriminate. It carried the message faithfully. When it reached sea, the land replied, "There's heavy construction here. I may not be able to attend." The wind whispered gently, "That's exactly why you should come. Sharing burdens with family makes them lighter." At D, the response was somber. "My people don't even have enough food. How can we celebrate?" The little wind teased kindly. "Maybe you'll return with food for thought, and perhaps your people won't go hungry again." E spoke in grief. "Can't you see we are a war torn country? We cry every day. There's no room for joy." The wind replied with empathy. "Perhaps this reunion will bring a new beginning. Even a single moment of peace is worth it." Though hesitant, each land eventually agreed to attend the reunion that night. F and G accepted the invitation more readily. Their countries were prosperous, their people flourishing. But even there, something was missing. Their land were now covered in towering buildings, and the greenery had all but disappeared. Still, the message of unity resonated with them. The wind returned to A and B, carrying replies from all corners of the world. The reunion was set. That night, as A and B shared their excitement through the wind, they noticed a man digging a tunnel somewhere near the borders. There was no one around. A smiled. She thought the tunnel would connect her to her brother, allowing them to meet and play board games together like old times. Unaware of the dark intentions behind it, both hoped that many such tunnels would be dug to unite every land. Just then, A heard the man from B's land speak to his companion. "We must finish this tunnel tonight. There's a peaceful place nearby, hundreds living in harmony. If we build barriers between them, we'll profit from their conflict. Fear is a lucrative business." A's heart sank. She turned to her brother and asked, "I thought this tunnel would unite us, but the people from your land seem to have cruel plans." B sighed and replied, "That's how human mind works, dear sister. Many can't see beyond money. For profit, they are even willing to destroy lives. That's how the terror business thrives." A wept. "My people are innocent. They work hard and live simply. Why would your people want to harm them?" B reassured her gently. "My people are like yours. It's only a few who spread fear and create conflicts. They are true problem makers on both sides. They want to expand their terror, not peace." Both siblings fell silent, heavy with emotion. Then they had an idea. "We won't let them build fear between us," A said. "This tunnel is their plan, not ours. Let's make sure it leads nowhere." Their shared anger shook the land. A mild earthquake rumbled through the ground. Startled and frightened, the two men fled, slaves of their own greed and fear. Their mission failed. A and B laughed aloud. "Look at those two mice running away." They giggled. "If our people can't stop them, we will. One day, our lands will reunite. No borders will ever keep siblings apart." A said, "I can't wait to meet my childhood friends from the faraway lands." B smiled. "I'm just as excited, sister." That night, the wind carried their board game moves back and forth, letting them play together across the border. They laughed, they strategized, and they imagined a better world. As dawn arrived, A and B parted again like strangers, as the people of their own land woke up to a new day. Somewhere far away in A's land lived a little girl, maybe 5 or 6 years old. She cried every night in pain from an incurable disease. But no one heard her. Her family, caught up in their daily lives, ignored her cries until one day they could no longer bear the sound. To silence her, they bought her a computer and loaded it with games. She became so engrossed in those games that she forgot her pain. She did not know who the opponent was on the other side of the screen. Far away in B's land, there was a small boy around the same age. He too cried in pain, not of disease but of loneliness, of feeling unseen. His parents also handed him a computer filled with games. Neither knew the other's name nor their nationality, but in the silent digital space they found joy. They laughed, they played, and without even knowing, they became friends. While their lands waged war, they built a bond, untouched by hatred, immune to politics. The game didn't teach them differences. They invited them into a new, innocent kind of relationship called friendship. And that day, the wind didn't carry messages, the games did. That's the second chapter. Do let me know your thoughts about the story by writing in the comment section. That's all for the day. Thanks for watching and thanks for your time.